ability to communicate well is one of the most important skills you will ever have, because it affects you not only personally, but it affects you professionally as well. If you say that I want to start a business, has anyone ever wanted to start a business or a product or a service or anything like that? Okay. Everybody's not an entrepreneur, and that's fine. But let's say you had this great idea, and you say, oh wow, I see that they're selling these things, or I'm going to start this business. And you go into, and as we know, it takes money to start a business, or whatever your venture is. I don't care what it is. It takes money. And so you say, oh, okay, I need some money, so I need to go to somebody. I don't have all the money myself, so I'm going to have to go to somebody asking for money. And the person goes, that number one, we'll take two scenarios, and that person goes to that other person and they say, well, what are you going to do? And you say, well, I want to start this business, or I have this great idea for this product or this service, or I want to start a record label, I want to do this, I want to whatever. And they say, well, tell me about your business, tell me about yourself, and tell me about your business plan. And you say, well, I don't know, I just sort of need some money. I don't even know, I don't have all the answers and stuff. I just need some money. Okay. And then the other person goes to that same person and says, well, really what I'm kind of thinking is I have this great 5-year plan, and I'm going to get this product and this service, and nobody's ever done it before, and I can see in 5 years I'm going to expand, and I'm going to grow, and I'm a tenacious person, and I'm a go-getter. Which of those people do you think and then on top of that, they say, I'm going to pay you back double what you're getting ready to give me in 10 years. Which person do you think will get the money? Of course the second person. Why? Simply because they are able to communicate their thoughts and ideas, they're able to talk about themselves, and they have enough wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm just going to take this little money and hold it to myself. I'm going to grow your money and give you back twice what you've given me. So that's what I say, if you are able to communicate, it will take you so far. Never take that for granted. In communication, we mean speaking and writing and reading and presenting yourself. Communication is also in how you sit, stand, and move. The clothes that you wear, the colors that you wear, all of it. That's all communication, guys. And so that's what I'm saying. It will take you so far. Don't forget that, because it affects you personally and professionally. So when I was asked, how does my past and my upbringing and my education, how has it affected me in terms of where I am now? I've always been, and because of my parents, I've always been a good communicator. I really have. I have come from some of the most hard-working people in the world. I have never met such hard-working people other than my parents. My father, unfortunately, just passed. We buried him right before Thanksgiving, so unfortunately, he has died recently. But my parents were married almost 60 years, and they raised 4 amazing daughters. I'm one of those amazing daughters. And they taught us to work so hard. Now, I got to be honest, when I was little, I used to complain just a little bit, do we have to do all this, do we have to do all that? Oh yeah, my parents would go from one job to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. Really, I mean, they had multiple jobs. That's the way I am now. I'll tell you a little bit about my business and some of the other things that I do in a couple of minutes, but that's how I am now, and that's how my kids are. So when I think about my past, my upbringing, my education, and how that shaped me, as I said, I came from the most hardworking parents in the whole wide world. And the way I actually got into what I do now, which is television, is when I was about 7 years old, my father, a guy in our church, asked my father, and he worked at one of the local stations. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, originally. And so somebody asked my father, a guy that worked at the local station, said, well, I'm going to take a group of children to the television station, and I want to know if Benita would like to come. So my father asked me, he says, Benita, do you want to go to the TV station? I said, okay, that'll be fine. And I'm telling you, no kidding, it was after the news was over and nobody was in the newsroom, but the moment I walked in there, it was kind of dark, the cameras were there, the lights were there, I said, that's what I want to do. I was 7 years old, and I said, I want to make a living working in television. I just love the whole notion of television. I thought it was just such a wonderful thing. And then as I got a little bit older, there used to be a broadcaster, and probably a lot of you don't know him, but he's deceased now, but his name was Max Robinson. He was a reporter, one of the first African-American, actually, ABC reporters. And I told my mother, I said, I want to work with Max Robinson, and I said, I want to work at an ABC station. And come to find out, I do work at ABC. That's our affiliate is an ABC station. So because of that, because someone took some initiative with me and took me down there and took me by the hand, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And so that was important. And I believe that those three words, loyal, tenacious, and cheerleader, that went with my parents as well. They're just that way. They were that way. And that helped me a lot.
This production has been brought to you by Image Entertainment in partnership with New Journal and Guide. Subscribe today.